Hi guys! Bistak Tech Review po, at your service. Nandito naman po tayo para mag-review ng another gadget which is the newest or currently the top of the line ni Huawei sa tablet lineup nito. Ito ay ang panlaban sa tablet ni Samsung at kahit sa iPad ni Apple. We will discuss the pros and cons of this product based on how I've used it for months now. There are a lot of concerns raised, not just for this device but all the latest gadgets of Huawei, especially not having the Google services and using its own Harmony OS. Ito ay ang Huawei MatePad Pro at ito ang introduction video from Huawei itself sa mismong product na ito. Let's check the product's specifications. Let's proceed with its detailed features. 1. Refresh your vision. With the 90% screen-to-body ratio and bezel stripped back to 4.9mm, the 10.8-inch Huawei Full View display offers remarkable visual experiences, whether you are seeking inspirations or just catching up on some work. Every dark or bright details looks vivid and clear with its DCI P3 cinematic level color gamut and 514 nit brightness. Certified by TUV Rhineland, this screen significantly reduces blue light to protect your eye health. 2. Inspirations from nature. Capturing beautiful colors from nature, Huawei MatePad Pro comes with 4 options. The mysterious midnight gray and pristine pearl white are coated with sleek glass fiber, so the light body glimmers with shine to complement your style. Wrapped in an elegant vegan leather, the dignified forest green delivers a tranquil style, while the refreshing orange adds more punch to your daily life. Watch this video from Huawei. Three. Sophisticated design and classy style. The 460 grams light body is gracefully designed to be portable and durable. Slip it in your backpack almost like a piece of paper. The invisible antenna design contributes a sleek and pure look, while the subtle microcurve frame ergonomically fits your hands. Wherever you go, Huawei MatePad Pro travels with you in style and comfort. 4. Revolutionary leap in performance. Thanks to Kirin 990 flagship chipset, Huawei MatePad Pro presents greatly improved performance and elevated energy efficiency. It works smarter with Huawei's self-developed architecture NPU that intelligently allocates computing power while boosting AI performance. With 16-core Mali G76 GPU enhanced by GPU Turbo technology, it delivers better visuals for movies and games. 5. Huawei Share multi-screen collaboration. Once connected, your smartphone will step into the Huawei MatePad Pro, and the two devices will merge into one super device. Your phone screen is projected on your tablet, which allows you to operate on a bigger screen with greater freedom. Now you can make a call, send a message, and check photos from your phone on the tablet screen. You can also drag and drop files between the two devices and edit them while chatting with friends on your phone using the same keyboard. This cross-device collaboration makes life and work easier. Watch these two videos for the dual desk call video and the dual desk work video. Six, sync your creativity. The brand new Huawei M Pencil looks fresh and stylish with its hexagonal integrated design. It writes naturally like a pencil on paper, but even better with versatile strokes and features. Whether you are having a meeting, making a shopping list, or just exploring your creativity, Huawei M Pencil stays in sync with your thoughts. Here's the video showing the M Pencil in action. With the pencil tip made of selected composite materials, Huawei M Pencil ensures a smooth writing flow. Everything you create appears instantly on the screen with nearly no latency. Equipped with 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity, it captures every nuance of your movement for writing or drawing. 7. Pair automatically, attach magnetically, charge wirelessly. Gently attach it to the top of your tablet. Huawei M Pencil can be wirelessly charged to full capacity within an hour. You are ready for a busy and creative day? No need to wait for a quick no. The charging of 30 seconds allows it to work for 10 minutes, so you won't miss a thing. 8. Your ideas come to life. When inspiration comes, seize it immediately with Huawei MatePad Pro. Tap the screen when it is off, use your Huawei M Pencil to wake it up, and directly access the notepad. Taking notes or drawing sketches, the variety of colors and brushes help you turn thoughts into visible ideas, while the intelligent typesetting and flexible editing organize the content for future review, edit, and keyword search. Watch the video for the Nebo, which is a MyScript app, which is registered trademarks by MyScript in China, the United States, France, and other countries and regions. 9. Comfortable and intuitive typing. Plug in the smart magnetic keyboard, you will be immersed in the delightful rhythm of typing with the 1.3mm keystroke travel, which feels like a real laptop keyboard. With dual stand angles, you can adjust it for different lighting and environments. Tap the icon on the right side shift button with the NFC sensor area of your phone to easily enable multi-screen collaboration. And this keyboard is more than a protective cover. When folded down, it can wake the tablet up once open, and you can get started more intuitively. 10. Leave your laptop behind. Switch it to PC mode with just one touch. The flexible desktop allows multiple applications for you to zoom, drag, and arrange to fit your work habits. Some files can be saved directly on the desktop just like on your PC. Travel light and work smart. 11. A partner for every task. Stay focused on your big ideas and leave the rest to the Huawei MatePad Pro. With versatile WPS features, it helps you to work with more efficiency and ease. Use voice note-taking to leave your comments while doodling in Smart Ink mode to circle or highlight important parts for further editing. With the tablet as your intelligent work partner, you can enjoy more leisure time as all is done faster and better. Now, watch this video. Immersive experience, high efficiency. The innovative multi-window feature of AMUI empowers efficient multitasking for your work and play. Check previous notes while preparing presentations. Tap on the dock to show the shortcut menu. Get a floating window for message reply without interrupting the ongoing operation. A more convenient and immersive experience with split screen. 13. Multiply your view. The Huawei App Multiplier allows spontaneous operation of the same app. Your shopping options can be shown side by side for you to compare, and news reading can be more informative as you can check the relevant reports and photos displayed in parallel. 14. Powerful sound to touch your heart. Compact as it is, Huawei MatePad Pro is packed with a quad channel and quad speaker sound system. With the Hisense 6.0 3D stereo, it produces remarkable sound to touch your heart. Tuned by Harman Kardon Audio, you can enjoy the rich acoustic details and be overwhelmed by the powerful sound waves everywhere. More than that, the circumferential 5 microphones enabling 360 degrees noise cancellation ensure your voice can be heard clear and loud. 15. Stay in power. As the first Huawei tablet to support 15 watts wireless and up to 7.5 watts reverse wireless charging, you can enjoy the free wireless charging and power up other gadgets on the go. Equipped with the 20 watts fast charging, it can be used for another 3 hours with just 30 minutes of charging. The large battery can effortlessly support you up to 12 hours, so you can be up for some extra challenges. Here's a quick video of its wireless charging and the reverse wireless charging. Fact check! This is about the Harmony OS of Huawei. Harmony OS is an open source operating system. That means its original source code is publicly available and one can modify or redistribute it. However, the altered or redistributed version is also became an open source. Harmony OS or Hongmeng is a family of operating systems developed by Huawei. It is designed for smart devices such as smart TVs and it has been used for as mobile operating system. It is expected to become an open source, free, and microkernel based distributed operating system. The original name of Harmony OS is Hongmeng. However, according to Richard Yu, CEO of Huawei Consumer Business, people find it challenging to pronounce Hongmeng, so they give it a separate English name, Harmony OS. Hongmeng is an ancient Chinese word that means a state before the formation of the universe. Unveiled on the 9th of August 2019, the platform is designed primarily for Internet of Things or IoT devices. Version 1.0 of Harmony OS was first adopted in September 2019 in smart screen products launched and only in China. Version 2.0 of Harmony OS was then announced in September 2020 with support for smartphones, head units, watches, and smart TVs. Its first developer beta was released selected developers on 16th of December 2020 via OTA or over-the-air updates, which also allows developers to roll back their phones to MUI 11. Harmony OS can be installed on a range of devices including IoT devices, smart screen devices like smartphone, wearables, in-car entertainment system, and more. Harmony OS is a microkernel-based operating system that is similar to Google Fuchsia operating system. Because it is microkernel based on the same OS package, could be installed on different devices. According to Huawei, Harmony OS is better than Android and other Linux-based operating system. Richard Yu confirms one cannot sideload and run Android apps in Harmony OS. However, Android app developers could do slight modification in their Android app source code to make it runnable in Harmony OS. Now, just to give you small details about Huawei, which was shared by BBC late last year. Huawei to shift phones to its own Harmony operating system from 2021. Huawei has announced plans to pre-install its own Harmony operating system on its smartphones from last year. The Chinese company said it would also offer the software to other manufacturers to use as an alternative to Android. Huawei is currently the world's second best-selling handset maker, after a brief time in the top spot. But others have tried and failed to challenge Google and Apple's dominance. Google's Android accounted for 85.4% of smartphones shipped last year, according to research company IDC, and Apple's iOS the remaining 14.6%. And those figures reflect the fact Samsung's Tizen, Amazon's Fire OS, Microsoft's Windows Phone, and Canonical's Ubuntu have all failed to make headway on handsets. Huawei's move has been prompted by the fact it can no longer offer Google's apps and services on its latest devices because of a US trade ban, although the restriction does not prevent it from offering Android itself. Within China, where consumers do not use Google Play Store and many Google services are blocked, this limitation has not caused Huawei problems. But in other countries, demand for its most recent phones has been weak because Google's tools are popular. One expert said, the fate of the new operating system might depend on how many other technology companies Huawei convinced to come on board. This move will be supported by Chinese government because it fits into wider made China 2025 strategy, as per Marta Pinto from IDC said. But it will only tail off elsewhere if other Chinese vendors, such as Xiaomi and Oppo, adopt it. Even then, it will still be a challenge in geographies like Western Europe and Latin America, where so many businesses rely on Google's products. Lastly, just a few weeks ago from South China Morning Post, which they reported that Huawei aims to deploy Harmony OS in 400 million devices in 2021, going beyond smartphones' reach, mainly IoT gadgets. Huawei says it wants Harmony OS deployed in more than 200 million of its own devices and more than 100 million third-party devices in 2021. The in-house OS is important to the telecoms equipment giant as it faces US tech restrictions, but breaking the Apple and Google duopoly remains a challenge. That's the Harmony OS of Huawei, and also the latest news and plans of Huawei itself, especially this year. What's inside the box? One tablet, one charger, one Type-C to 3.5mm audio adapter, one Type-C data line, one retrieve card pin, one quick guide, and one warranty card. At ito naman yung actual na unboxing and what's inside the box video. Review time! Anong masasabi ko sa Huawei MatePad Pro? Sulit ba ito bilhin o hindi? As mentioned kanina sa intro, let's separate it sa pros and cons nito. But before that, let's compare the product with Samsung's Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. I researched it in GSM Arena and the possible differences pa which is better sa dalawa. The reason I shared and showed it to you guys, para ma-justify natin kung sulit ba na bumili ng Huawei MatePad Pro, which is cheaper than the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, which is a higher specs naman. Now, as mentioned, let's start the pros of the Huawei MatePad Pro. 1. Price. Sa presyo niya with the specs ng Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, hindi ka nalugi dahil halos kalahati ang mura nito. Pangalawa, specs. Specs-wise, panalo na siya and depende kung saan mo ito gagamitin din. At hindi na gaano kalayo sa specs sa Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. 3. Games. Nauso na now in playing games sa tablet for bigger screen, which this tablet is really fast at wala naman akong naramdaman na lag or bagal. Nagamit ko na siya sa LOL and Mobile Legends. Meron din ako nabasa na pwede din sa PUBG and CODM. 4. Meron itong freebie when I bought it. So far, ilan lang masasabi ko na pros sa device na ito. Now for the cons. Sana walang magagalit sa akin na Huawei fanatic dahil ito talaga yung concerns ko sa device na ito which hindi ko nalaman agad at hindi ko na-check at first sa nabilan ko na store. 1. Nano memory. Only Huawei devices are the only devices currently using nano memory card which is sila lang din ang nagbebenta and it's a bit expensive. 2. No Google services. Ito yung pinaka-concern ko which is a big concern ng marami din and one of the reason they're selling their tablets after just a few weeks or months of use. Dahil wala nga itong Google services, all applications na dependent sa Google account will not work. Such as the one na pinaka-importante sa akin ay ang KineMaster for my video editing. Meron nagsasabi na I just need to install GMS and other apps tulad ng DualSpace. I tried GMS, meron pa ang downgrade stuff na nalalaman, syncing and other stuff which is matrabaho pero hindi gumana at napareset ako ng device. Sabi, try and try daw hanggang maging okay. Wag na at maghihintay lang ako ng application in the near future that would work. Now, as mentioned, I use another app which is really great and working, which is ang DualSpace and currently ang ginagamit ko mismo. Hoping hindi maapektuhan sa updates, if ever, which one of the concerns ng GMS. If you wanted a link for the dual space special deluxe version that worked for me, please check the direct link to download sa description na lang. So, ano masasabi ko sa product na ito? Sulit ba ito bilhin or hindi? Ang sagot ko ay yes pa rin. At first, I really wanted to return this sa mismo store na nabilan ko. Kasi ako mismo parang feeling ko dinaya ako dahil tinanong ko if gagana ang KineMaster and she said yes. Gagana ang any applications when you install it, by the way. But, if that application is looking or need ng Google account syncing, hindi pwede sa device na ito or any Harmony OS device at all. So dapat marunong ka kumalikot and have that patience to do this kind of stuff. As mentioned, I tried a GMS and it didn't work for me at all. So I just waited talaga for a better option, and Dual Space application came with the latest updated version, which the one that worked for me. This Harmony OS is really new sa market and hoping all developers and owner of the existing apps may isipan to extend it sa OS na ito. I know mahirap na nakasanayan na natin yung Android at iOS nga. But if we're open sa change and we can wait for the updates just what happened to me, worth it siya, in a way pa rin. Sa specs versus the price, dapat nga mas mahal ito if you ask me. Huawei starting anew, which nakitaan ng threat ng Google. A lot of concerns were raised from security of our data, etc. The question na pumasok sa mind ko and even others, did we not share our data even before with other tech giants, mapa-social media apps or tech companies, or phone apps or worse, others that we don't know at all? Have you noticed when you click on something that you're interested in, sa next mong pang-login, marami nang lumalabas na offers with almost same stuff na hinahanap mo? Is it not weird at all? Are we sure we didn't share our data at all, either accidentally or intentionally? I don't have issues with Android or even Apple because I'm using their products with their OS as well. But I do believe better to have options in the long run, to not just lower down their prices but also good competition in technology advancement, services, etc. One big example, when Huawei introduces their camera phones, which they partnered with Leica, Samsung and Apple also made advancement in this area as well. So now, we have a lot of options to choose from, even with other brands as well, because we have that so-called healthy competition. Price check. I checked the price online and even the store. No changes with the price when the time I bought it before and now. The exact price is 32,990 pesos. Just an FYI, meron mga freebies ito na kasama. Nung unang labas nito, meron pa itong kasama na keyboard case at yung M Pencil. Sa akin, iba yung nakuha ko. Small Bluetooth speaker lang. Meron other options but we chose that one instead. Okay! Diyan na magtatapos yung review natin sa Huawei MatePad Pro. Sana may natutunan naman kayo sa video namin na ito. Pasensya din if medyo mahaba at natagalan yung paggawa sa review na ito. Hinintay ko talaga na magkaroon ng magandang update sa apps nito at worth it naman yung paghihintay ko. Sa next review natin, hoping magawa namin yung Samsung Galaxy Note Ultra pati yung iPhone 12 Pro Max. We wanted to review it ASAP but we prefer na magamit talaga naming mabuti, hindi first impression lang. Minsan maganda at nakaka-excite sa umpisa. Tapos ayun, sirain pala after a few weeks or months. Okay! Huwag niyo po kalimutan mag-subscribe and also click the notification button para updated po kayo sa next videos namin. Ako po pala si Cesar ng Bizdak Tech Review. Salamat mga ka-Bizdak. Proud Bizdak for life!